provide a space frame and name as frame structure, provide location, length unit will be meter and force unit will be kilonewton. Go to the next button and finish it. New window is open. Now go to edit. Provide spacing in y direction 3.2. I just provide spacing 3.2 in y direction because the height is 3.2 meter. Okay, the first one. So I just provide a spacing of 3.2 meter and then go to OK. Click on the 0. Then height is 3.2. In x direction, go to 4 meter and come down. Look at this. We have created this particular portal frame. We click on 0, then 3.2. Then in x direction, we move 4 meters and then come down in 3.2, 0 up to. Okay. Portal frame is created. First one, to verify all the distance, just go to distance over here. This particular icon, dimension, and click on display. Look at this, 3.2 meter, 4 meter and 3.2 meter. Remove it. Now we need to repeat this column in x direction and this beam in y direction. Look at this. We need one another column in x direction. This direction is a x direction. Okay. We need one other column in x direction. And the distance in between the columns are 4 meter. Just go to the Stat Pro, select that particular column only. Please do not select entire frame. Select that particular column only. And then go to translational repeat command over here. Translational repeat. Select x direction. Number of step will be 1. Default step spacing will be 4. Click on the link step and open base because we want to link the beam. We want to link the columns via beam. Okay. And we want open base. Base is open. Okay. Just click on open base. Click on the link step and open base and then go to OK. Look at this. We have created one another column. And what about the height? We need to increase this particular beam in y direction. And the spacing will be 3.2 meter. Go to the Stat Pro. Select that particular beam only. Please do not select entire structure. Select that beam only. And then go to translational repeat in y direction. Number of step will be 1 and default step spacing 3.2 meters. Go to the link step and OK. Now we have created this particular portal frame. Go to general, property, define. I am defining a property for beam 0.3 by 0.2. And for column, I am defining a property of 0.3 by 0.3. Okay. We define two different properties, first for beam and second for column. Now select first property and select all the beams only. Hold your control button and drag a window like that. Drag your mouse, okay, with control button and select beams only. Go to assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Select the next property and select all the column only. Hold control button and drag window like that. All the columns are selected. Select a method as assign to selected beams. Go to assign and yes. We have assigned all the properties. Go to support, create. I need to assign a fixed support. Select a fixed, add, select the support, and select all the bottom nodes. Go to the assign to selected nodes, assign, and yes. Now we have selected, assigned all the supports. Point 3 and 0.35 and 0.25 we need to put. Okay. If the column size is 250 by 350, then we need to provide 0.25 in Y and 0.35 in Z. Go to load and definition, load case detail, add. Loading type will be none and provide a load. Suppose I am providing a UDL, load title. Go to add and close. Look at this. There is a UDL at the top of that particular structure of 4 kilonewton per meter. Go to UDL, add, or you can provide a name as load only. Just provide load, okay? Select that particular case, go to add, then go to member load and select a uniform force. Provide W1 value as -4 because load is acting downward side. So we need to provide a minus sign, kilonewton per meter. If there is any need to provide D1, D2, shall I provide D1, D2? Yes or no?
No.
No, okay. No need to provide because load is acting throughout the length of the beam, right? Just go to add and close. Select that particular load, select entire beam, select a method as assigned to selected beams, go to assign and yes. Now we have assigned the load at the top of that particular frame. What about the next load? A horizontal point load at a node of 2 kilonewton. At this node, horizontal point load of 1.5 kilonewton. Go to load, add, and select a nodal load because load is acting over load, okay? So select a nodal load. Go to node and provide the value in Fx. Values in plus or minus.
Minus.
Negative value, okay. If the load is in leftward direction, we need to provide negative values. If the load is in rightward direction, we need to provide positive values, right? Go to the stat row and provide -2, add this, -1.5, add and close. Select the first load, take a method as use cursor to assign, click on assign and click on that particular node. Select second load and click on the bottom node. If you press Shift plus V, it will show all the load values. Okay. For analysis, just go to analysis / print, click on add, close, go to the analyze at menu bar and click on run analysis. Save. Go to post processing mode and done. Okay. Hold the control button and scroll middle button of your mouse in front side, okay, to increase the scale of the diagram, particular displacement or bending moment or shear force. It is a displacement diagram and you will find out all the values of the displacement in table. Just take beam cursor. You need beam cursor to select any beam, okay. There are the cursor bar. just select a beam cursor and select any one beam. If I select that particular beam, it will highlight in the table and you can see the values of displacement in y direction and the resultant displacement. If I select this particular beam, it will highlight in the table and you can see the values for that beam. You can also annotate the values in the diagram. Just go to results, view value, beam results and displacement. Okay, now we annotated all the values of the displacement in the structure or the diagram. Let's go to reaction for the all reactions. In this table, it will show all the reaction in X, Y, Z, MX, MY and MZ. Okay. These reactions you can find out in the table also. Just refer this particular table. Note number 1, 4 and 6 and you will find out all the Fx, Fy, Fz, Mx, My and Mz reactions over here. Just go to beam and you will find out all the bending moment diagram for all beams. And for values, just refer this particular table, MZ column for bending moment. Just select any one beam, it will highlight in the table and you can see the all values. For beam number, just press Shift plus B for ball, Shift B. It will show all the beam numbers. This is the beam number 9. In this table, you can refer beam number 9 due to load case and what are the Fx, Fy, Fz, Mx, My and Mz values. Mz represents the bending moment, Fy shear force and Fx axial force. For shear force diagram, just go to Fy, hold your control button and scroll the middle button of your mouse to increase size or scale. When you click on the beam, it will highlight and you can see the value of shear force in a table. And in a column Fy, for maximum values, just go to maximum shear force. It will show maximum positive shear force and maximum negative shear force. Okay. Janardhan Rao, I'll share you, okay, all the details. Then go to graph. If you click on the graph button and click on any particular beam, it will show a graph for shear force, bending moment and axial force in the data area. If I change the particular beam, it will change the graph for that beam. Go to animation, click on section displacement and OK. It will show a section displacement animation for entire frame. To generate report, go to reports, select the input data and take it into right side column which you want to include in your report and select a report detail increment. I am providing 10 because I want data of any beam at the 10 locations. Suppose the beam is of 5 meter length and I am providing a report detail increment as 10. So software will provide you a displacement at the 10 location of that particular 5 meter length beam. Output, I'm selecting a detailed beam displacement, then beam force detail, reactions and all other things. We have not taken any picture. Just go to OK and you will find out all the reports. Click on zoom in. Look at this, all the material support. Click on next page and beam detail displacement. It will show a displacement for beam number 1 at 10 locations, 10 different locations. Okay, you can print it out from print button over here. Click on print, select a PDF format or any other printer and click on OK. Done. The analysis is done for that beam. What about it? Can you do this, or it will also need to tell you? Yes, we assigned a material, Nizal. Just go to general property and look at this. When we assign the property, there is a material of concrete also assigned. Okay, if you want to change, then go and change it. Any other doubt? You can do this. Okay, no need to tell. I think very simple. Right now we can't see the reinforcement because we don't design this beam. We need to design the beam from design over here. We need to go design concrete and provide all the design data, and we need to give a commands of design like design beam, design column. Then only we can see the data of reinforcement. Okay, sir, can you please tell us how to read results and which value we should consider? As of, if we are using software, software will do all the data things. Okay, software will design your beam for the maximum one. Suppose I am selecting this beam and I just wanted data of this beam. Okay, so select that beam, go to view and selected object only. Now I have only that particular beam. We need to take this data of displacement for that particular beam. Just select the beam, it will highlight in the table and you can see the maximum relative displacement. This particular displacement is a maximum displacement. If you want to check if you want to apply a check for maximum displacement, which is 350 by length of the beam upon 350. Okay, if you want to apply this check, then you can compare with this data, maximum y 0.358. It should be minimum, it should be less than the data of length of the beam upon 350. It should be less than. Okay, if you want a bending moment diagram, just go to the beam, select that beam, and you can check the maximum axial force for that beam, negative or positive. Go to this maximum bending moment and you can check the maximum bending moment. For the maximum values, we need to design the beam or column. For maximum bending moment, we will design. For maximum shear force, we will design. For maximum torsion, we will design it. Okay.
Oh.
Now it is clear. Any other doubt? I'll clear all your doubts over here. I think you can do this. You need to apply a 10 kilonewton per meter load in that particular beam, 6 kilonewton per meter load in that beam, and 2 kilonewton point load or a nodal load in x direction, and it will apply a negative sign. Properties just take same for beam 0.3 by 0.2 and for column 0.3 by 0.3. But there is one change. The spacing in between the columns are different. There is the same spacing, or we repeat it one time and provide a 4 meter, but in this particular frame we need to provide a different spacing. So how can we do? Just take this particular height as 4 meter. Okay, and this side as 3 meter. Open new project, space frame, file name, next, and finish. Front view, click on 0, 4 meter height, 3 meter length, come down and close it. We have created this particular frame, 4, 3, 4. Now we need to repeat this column in X direction. Select that column, go to translational repeat in X direction. Number of steps will be 2 because there are 2 columns, 1 and 2. The spacing is 4 and 5. So just provide spacing over here in this table. First spacing will be 4 and second spacing will be 5. We need to provide in this column, okay, if there are different spacings. Click on link step and open beam, open base. Okay. Now look at this 3, 4, 5. Just go to dimension display 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter. Okay. Remove it. Select the top beam and go to translational repeat Y direction, one step of 3 meter. Link steps. Okay. Now you can create. I think now it is okay. I just complete it. Okay. Go to general property, define rectangle, providing a 0.3 by 0.2 meter as a beam size, 0.3 by 0.3 as a column size. Selecting the first property, hold control button and drag a mouse like that, drag a window and provide assign to selected beam method. Click on assign and yes. Select the next property, select all the columns, assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Then we go to support, create, fix the support, select that support, select all the bottom nodes, assign yes. Go to load and definition, load case details, add, providing a load case as load, add and close. Select that load case, go to add, member load, uniform force of how much it is, 10 and 6. Just provide first case of minus 10 kilonewton per meter and second of minus 6 kilonewton per meter. What about the nodal loads? 2 kilonewton in X direction with the minus sign. Just go to nodal load, fx minus 2, add and close. Select the first one, select top beam, take a method as assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Select the second load, select bottom beam, method as assign to selected beams, assign and yes. Next one, I'm taking use cursor to assign, click on that particular node. For the load value, press shift plus V. You can see all the values. Go to analysis oblique print, add, close, analyze and run analysis. Save. Go to the post processing mode and done. And you will find out all the values. Hold control button, scroll the mouse. Look at this. It's a displacement. You can find out values. Go to reaction. You can go to this particular table for all the reactions. When you click on beam, it's a bending moment diagram. For the values, you can also go at results, view value, beam results, and maximum, minimum, and maximum and mid. Annotate and close. Now look at this. All the values are overlapping each other. Just select any one beam which you want to check. Go to view and selected object only. Now you will find out all the clear values for that beam only. For whole structure, just go to display whole structure. When you select that beam, it will highlight in the table and you can check values over a table also. Go to graph and click the beam. Click on the beam. You can see all values and a graph. Go to animation, section displacement. Okay. For the animation. Okay, Ankit. Good. You can do. So all the basics are over. Next class will be advanced sum. What about this problem? Can you do this? Just take a screenshot of it and try to do. Okay, it's very easy. Take a screenshot of it. This one also. Can you do this also? Shift plus V. Okay. To make this particular geometry, first increase it in Y direction once, or you can increase twice also, and delete this beam and this column. You can do this. First create full frame and delete this. That's the best. It's the best method. Okay. If you have any problem in geometry, load, property, you can ask. Just type yes or no. You can do this problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
सर इसमें सेकंड फ्लोर वाला बीम है और उसमें 4 किलोमीटर और 12 किलोमीटर कब से हो रहा है?
यहाँ से ये जो जहाँ से फ्लोर चेंज हो रहा है.
ओके.
ठीक है.
ओके. ओके.
Any other doubt in the basics? From tomorrow we will start the advanced classes. Okay. We will design entire building. We will create a geometry of 3D buildings. 2D is over now. We all done 2D structures. From next class we will do a 3D structures.
Okay, sir.
If you have any doubt, you can ask. After the class, you can mail me. Okay, all the doubts. Sorry, Samal, what you are asking? Any video on this to refresh brain after lecture? All the videos are sent to all paid members. Okay, we record all the session and send to you. Okay, guys.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you teach a simple example with secondary beam connecting to main beam?
Secondary beam connecting to the main beam means there is no column. Okay, at the junction
Sir,
of the beam.
there is a column. The main beam is secondary beam is connected to main beam.
Okay.
So there, how to release the moment?
There, how to release the movement. Okay. Just you can draw the particular thing which you are asking. Can you draw in a screen?
Yeah, sir.
Are you asking like that about this particular beam? Hello?
Here, all the beams are main beams, sir.
No, this one is the secondary at one side. If I delete,
Okay, that is secondary beam, right?
if I delete this
Correct.
column, then it is fully secondary beam.
Yeah.
Are you asking about this beam?
Yeah, sir.
So why you need to release the bending moment here?
Sir, actually, columns are made to take the moments.
Columns
Here,
are made
the
to take.
secondary beam is connected to main beam.
Yes.
There, the bending moment should we should make it as 0, right?
No, bending moment will not be 0 here, because this particular beam will transfer its moment, bending moment, and all the things to the main beam. Okay, because this joint is fixed joint. It is not a pin joint. So we can't release the moment over here. We need to transfer the moment of this beam to main beam. It's a fixed joint. Okay, in concrete it is not possible to make a pin joint or roller support. It's a fixed joint. So we need to transfer the moment, all the moments, to main beam. Is it okay? If you have any doubt, then we can discuss over it.
Okay, sir.
Because I think if there is a pin support or roller support, then moment will release. Then only we can release the moment. In structure, we do, in a steel structure, we do moment release. Just go to general specification to release the moment. If you want to release, then I'll tell you. Go to general specification, go to the beam option over here. Okay.
Okay.
In beam, go to release. If you want to release a movement at a start point, just go to start and then check mark on the MX, MZ, and MY. Okay. All the movements are released at the start point of the beam. Click on add, select that property, choose any method, and assign it to particular beam. Now movement is released at that particular end. If you want to release a movement at the end of the beam, just go to end over here, check mark on all the movements, add, select the property, and click on that beam again. Now we have released movements at the both end of the beam. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But it is in the case of steel structure if the joints are pin joint. Okay.
Okay.
In concrete
Thank you,
structure,
sir.
we can't do this.
Okay.
Any other doubt? To any member who is here? Nijal, Gautam, Ankit.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, the support conditions are the you have taken for up till now. These are the determinant beams. But what about the design of the indeterminate beams?
No, they all beams are indeterminate. How they are the determinant?
All these are determinant. Is
All
there is
the
the
frame
method?
structure, all the frame structures are indeterminate.
So for determinant beams and for indeterminate beam, the procedure is the same or different?
Same, sir, same. Just you need to change a support condition. If there is a one simply supported beam and I applied at the end, first end, a pin support, at the other end, a roller support, then it is a determinant structure. We can solve all the problems. Yeah. So you need to assign.
So
you need
I
to
wish
assign
to know that whether
support.
the procedure for determinant beam and the indeterminate beam is the same or not.
Same. All the processes are same. For
Same procedure.
Yes.
So can you determine the degree of indeterminacy in the StatPro?
to find out, you need to find out all the support reactions. Okay, this software will not tell you whether it is indeterminate or determinate. We need to use a manual
there is
method.
no option